all back to the social class. We are dealing with the chapter from geography, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. We have seen about the vegetations in the previous classes, and also I informed you that next video we are going to see about the wildlife. You will be wondering about the wildlife of India. Similar to the flora, even fauna which has been grown in India is really a great thing, which cannot be even imagined by the human beings. That is how the animals are present in India. You see, around 90,000 animal species are there. Imagine 90,000 animal species are being there, which is existing in India, which is really different from one another, which has different variety. Imagine human being itself, like humans itself, we have different groups. Imagine if it is an animal which has been really different. One will be looking like an elephant, one will be like lion, tiger. So like that we have 90,000 animal species which is existing, and around 2,000 bird species are there, which is ranking around 13% in the world level. Then we have 2,546 fish species, which is ranking 12% of world's level. Okay, so that is how India has its own species, and you can see it is it shares around 5 to 8% of the world's world vegetation as well as animal species. So this is really a great thing which you can see about India. Yes, and so you know which animal which makes us to admire. By seeing itself, we'll get some kind of feeling like it is really a great thing. You can even often see in the roadside, or if you go to temple, you can find it is the elephant. Yes. So this elephant is considered as the mighty animal. Okay, you know why it is considered as a mighty animal? Its power and its weight is not equivalent to any of the animals. So the elephant is compared as the mighty animal. And you know, India was also having white elephants, but now we don't have the white elephants which is existing in India, which has got into danger and which is no more existing in our nation at all. So that is how elephants are. And the next biggest animal if you see in India is the one-horned rhinoceros. So if you see one-horned rhinoceros is also really an animal which threatens us, right? Yes. So the second biggest animal in India is the one-horned rhinoceros. If you see about the elephants are being mostly present in Assam, Karnataka and in Kerala. So these are the prominent areas where you can find these elephants which are present. And you know, Kerala, they even celebrate a special festival for the elephants. Elephants are the most prominent thing which will be present in the celebrations of the Kerala peoples, right? Yes. And if you see the one-horned rhinoceros, so these one-horned rhinoceros are being mostly found in the swampy and martial areas like Assam and only in West Bengal. Why? It needs lot of water. You know, one-horned rhinoceros means it needs lot of water. It will be always inside the water. Only you can see the neck of the one-horned rhinoceros will be above the water. It needs lot of coolness. And in the arid areas of Rana of Kutch and the desert areas also you can find lot of animals like wild ash you might have seen. So that is also present, and the camels are being considered as the rare species which are available in the arid areas, belonging to our own nation's pride. Yes, and India is India you can also see one more very important animal, that is bisons. You can see bisons. It is called as the bulls. Okay, and also you can find nilgaha. Nilgaha is a blue bison which is also available, and four-horned altons which is also present in India. And like this, India has lot of other species, and one prominent species which you often find in the hilly areas is monkey. Monkey is also a species which is also existing in our country, which also has several divisions of its own. Then if we go into the further areas of India and see, India is the only country which has has the pride, we can even say, pride of having both lion as well as tiger species which is present. If you see, lion which has been present in the Gir forest of Gujarat and the tiger in the forest of Madhya Pradesh. That is Sundarban area. Sundarbans of West Bengal, you can find the tiger which is being present, and tigers are getting into danger. They are going to get exhausted from the world. So for them, a separate project is being started that is called as Project Tiger. When we are studying about the conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife, we'll see about that also. I'll explain you in detail about it. Okay. So if you see, even leopards are being considered as an important species in India, and you know from which family it belongs to? It belongs to the cat family. And this is about the normal condition. If you see about the hilly areas, even in hilly areas you can find lot of wild animals which has been living, right? Yes, at the high altitude, yak is the animal which develops its own house even in those frozen conditions. So, yak is the animal which can prevail, which can survive in the frozen condition also. See how God has created these kind of animals and all to live even in the frozen condition. So, if we go to frozen condition areas, do we able to survive over there? No, right? Yes. So, you can find these species are being prevailing in our nation with a different altitude and latitude and the area of living conditions. This is about the yaks. Then you can find about the ox. Ox is also an animal which has been weighing. It is more than tons. They say more than 1 ton it will be. And those species are also surviving in India only. Then Tibetan antelopes and blue sheeps, wild sheeps, kiags, snow leopards, and very rarely found. In further, if you go, very rarely found ibex, bears, and red panthers, and handsome of only is being found. Red panthers and all you cannot find right now. It has gone into existing itself. And if you see about the other species like bird species, we have even other bird species which is also existing in India, which is making our nation a colorful nation, right? So, you might have seen about pigeons, peacocks, ducks, and small other birds are also. These birds also add us and fragrance to our own nations. Like it provides and pride to our nation. And if you see, India has been a nation which has been having an biodiversity environment which provides the environmental condition for the growth of different types of plants, different types of animals, birds, all these things. And if you see, even a small insect, no, they have the work to be done, they have the capacity to transfer the pollens. Pollens means in flowers you will be seeing yellow color, small dots. That is called as pollens. So when the pollens are being taken and transported to the other place, other plant, other flower, only then the growth of the plants and animals will happen. When it is dropping in all the places, you can find the growth of other things happen. Even a small insect has a work to do in our environment. And if you see about the other things like animals, we are using the animals for meat, we are using the animals for skin, we are using the animals for egg and all the purpose. So human are utilizing the animal source, right? And we are making it to get into danger. So we have a certain duty like to conserve these animals. And these pollen grains, even the seeds, which has to be taken by the insect and has to be deposited in different places. Only then it will grow. See, the insect helps in the pollination of the crops and the fruits, trees, and will be exchanging the biological control and which has been stopped by the human activities, and these animals have been selectively grown in these areas for their own habitations. Okay, and as human beings we are being destroying, or it can be said as we are disturbing the food chain which has been happening in the ecosystem. So we are not supposed to do that. When this ecosystem has been stopped, you can find may even go in reverse order of attacking the human being itself. That is what is happening in our present condition now. We have lot of virus and other things which is affecting us. That is because we are going against the nature. Okay, so this is what is about today's class, my dear students, about the conservation of vegetation and wildlife. I'll explain you in the next class. Thank you, my dear students.